fake Kelsey Grammer to kick this show off.
Let's cook this pig.
Here we go. Well, hello there, everyone. This is Keith from Keith's Comics. We have some fun stuff about to go on tonight. We're all over the place tonight. We have newish variants. We have some vintage stuff. Man, so I don't even know that we put that much expensive stuff in because we're just going to talk comics and have fun tonight. So if you have anything direction you want to go in future shows, let us know. We'll dig it out of the warehouse. We have 3 stores here in town, a warehouse, and I have a buying problem. If you're into old Western comics, oh boy howdy, we got you taken care of. This very nice 89-year-old gentleman sold me his 200-book Western collection from the 1940s and 50s over the weekend. And I've been so busy, I haven't even had any chance to look at them, although I did see a Lone Ranger #1 in there, so I'm very excited about that. Cindy, are you ready to go over there?
I am.
All right, let's find the fake Kelsey Grammer so we can get this show started.
Let's kick this pig.
All right.
Keith's Comics.
All right, first off, from 1987, it's a special Mr. Miracle. I guess this allows him to park closer at the Walmart. So Mr. Miracle special #1 from 1987, a beautiful VF copy of this, direct edition, with, I don't know who the art on that, Mike Royer maybe? I'm not sure on that. No,
Dark Side over there.
it's Michael Allred, something like that. It's very nice looking cover though. $10 is what we put on this in the store. $7 if you claim Mr. Miracle special, $7. A lot of people check the show out afterwards, and we appreciate that. So if you're watching in the future, hello future, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot for all of that. As we work a lot of books, we have, I guess my last estimate was like 500,000 comics in the warehouse, about 3,000 Funko Pops, and just a crazy amount of toys and graphic novels and such, that because I just can't stop myself. Cindy's threatened to stab me in the back of the head with an ice pick, but that hasn't stopped me yet. Next book, Cindy. Oh, did I say that out loud? 2 of these, so we can take care of 2 people. The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. The Gang War. I think this was a mini-series. Deadly Hands, or was this a one-shot? I can't remember. From 2023, foil cover. We've returned to peak 90s shenanigans here. This Deadly Hands of Kung Fu foil cover, only $6. That may be less. I think, yeah, isn't there a tag up there that said $9.99 is what we charged for this in 2023?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, next up. Okay, this is, wow, that is, I thought that was Aliens at first, but that's the Joker. This is the Joker. Read the whole title for me there, Cindy. The Joker.
The Man Who Stopped Laughing 2.
The Man Who Stopped Laughing 2. Not TOO, but the number 2. Issue number 2 of this mini-series. This is the 1 in 25 Matina ratio variant. Ratio variant means that I had to buy 25 copies of this before they would sell me one of these. We had this at $20 in the store. Whenever this was, in 2022, 2023, somewhere around in there. $10 now, if you can't live. That is the Joker smiling, looking very alien-ish on the cover there. That is, well, he needs some dental help quick, stat, if it were. $10, though, you can claim it. Wow, it looks beautiful now. Yep. You can see that's just the teeth and the snarling lips.
And it is $10.
$10 for that word. All right. A book found randomly in a box whenever I was preparing this show. It's stuck behind another, not literally stuck, but, behind another. Fist of Khonshu, Moon Knight, #5 from 1985. I know there are several of you here that have been putting together Moon Knight collections. Maybe this is what you need. This is the second series, I believe, Moon Knight. If you don't count the stories in the back of the Hulk Rampage magazine in the mid-1970s, or late 70s. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, #5, $10 if it gets out to the store. It's a beautiful VF copy. $7, as you can see, Prince of Arabia there, smacking Moon Knight in the jaw there. It's a whole new world for him, for sure. $7 for Moon Knight #5. This is the 1 in 50, I forget the title of this book, Dark Crisis Warzone. Is that right? Or is it?
Says Stargirl, The Lost Children.
Oh, I had the wrong book. Completely the wrong book. This is,
was
as
not
everyone knows, this is Stargirl, The Lost Children, 1 in 50 ratio foil variant. DC finally got smart after this was, when was this, 21, 22? 1 in 50 ratio variant cover, $15. We had this at $50 in the store whenever this came out. When was it? When was that? 21, 22? Stargirl 1 to 50 ratio variant. Yes, that is Stargirl on the cover. And who else is that? Can you tell who that is behind Stargirl?
A bunch of different people.
Yeah, they introduced a bunch of new characters in that miniseries. Next
There's
up,
a dog in there somewhere.
what?
There's a dog in there, right there.
Aw,
Robot dog.
robot dog.
Even better.
All right, Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. Maybe this is the title I was thinking of. Number 7 from back in 2022. It's hard to believe that was 2 years ago. This 1 in 25 Churchill variant, featuring the end of the big Crisis storyline from 2022. Here it is, getting towards the middle of 2024. So aren't we due for a crisis soon? Anybody got the timing on those? Used to be every couple of years, right? Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 7, the 1 in 25 Churchill variant, $6. That's shockingly close to cover price on that book for a 1 in 25 variant. $6, $10 if it gets out to the store. All right, Uncanny X-Men annual number 18. Usually the annuals either are super valuable or not, but this is kind of in the middle because it has a really cool Caliban versus Sabretooth battle in it. From 1994, this annual number 18, you see Caliban, he's all maxed out. He's swole. Look at that. Uncanny X-Men annual number 18 from 1994, $6. Claim X-Men annual 18 for $6. Next up, Cindy.
We got a twofer here.
A twofer.
Issue 15 and 16.
All right, and these are still sealed in their original plastics. This is 2 parts of the Executioner song, not consistent, not consecutive issues of Executioner song, but consecutive issues of the X-Men title. Because this the Executioner song ran through, I think it was X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, X-Factor, and X-Force, and maybe one other title, but I can't remember. But this is part 7 and 11 or something like that. But two consecutive issues, still sealed, very fine or better inside of this. Thank you for covering up Cyclops there. Appreciate that. And I was wondering why I was feeling a little wheezy. $6 total for this twofer. 2 consecutive. All right, nicely done there. All right, $6 for X-Men 16 and 17, or 15 and 16. Which one is it, Cindy? I can't really.
It was 15 and 16.
15 and 16. Next up, Fantastic Four, number 34. The Rodriguez, is that right? Did I read that? Yeah, Rodriguez.
Yeah.
1 in 25 ratio variant cover from 2021. $6 for the ratio variant from Fantastic Four. That is a very rage-worthy Doctor Doom is what I'm assuming there. Anybody heard of Doctor Doom's in the Fantastic Four movie? Surely, right? I don't know, though. Got to be better than the last version of Doctor Doom. While I like that actor, it was not good. Next up, the United States of Captain America. This is the first appearance of this character, Nichelle Wright. I'm not familiar with this character at all, but the internet seems to think it's a big deal. This is issue number 2, the 1 in 25 ratio variant. Maybe some of you can hit me up to her scene. This VF copy of this, we had this originally for $50 in the store. Wow, sometimes we're proud of a lot of stuff, but now it can be yours for $10. $10 for the United States of Captain America, number 2, 1 in 25 ratio variant. Iron Fist, all right. Issue number 9, that's got to be all John Byrne all the time, right? A solid mid-grain copy that presents fantastic. It has really nice white color on it as opposed to the usual Texas patina we have. From 1976, I believe that is when that is. I can remember finally completing my run. It was before Sabretooth was a thing, so buying a number 14 wasn't the end of the world. And then went back and got all those, Marvel premieres with Iron Fist in them? I didn't even know that Iron Fist was in magazines before that. But I was mostly in it for the John Byrne art, to be fair. This is, what are they saying there? There's some kind of doom going on. Oh, yikes. $8 in store, $7 if you claim it here. Iron Fist number 9. Next up, Godzilla from the Dark Horse run way back in the early days of the Godzilla comics. I don't even know if there were any Godzilla comics between when Marvel had it in, 77, 78 till like 80, and then for almost 10 years later, Dark Horse came back and got the rights to Godzilla. This beautiful VF copy from 1989 will be $10 in store if somehow you guys let it slide through there, but you can claim it for $8. Claim Godzilla number 6. Next up, all right, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, issue number 33. Some kind of jalapeno breathing Jimmy Olsen there. Looks like he's going toe to toe with Superman. Yeah, from 1958. This issue number 33 is a VG minus. It knocks around price wise around $25. But hey, I want to build some Jimmy Olsen customers because I got lots of them. I am the king of Jimmy Olsens, let me tell you. Except for the keys, I don't have a one or the first Dark Side, but you need the random issues. I can probably hook you up. $8 for this Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 33 from 1958. Oh, where's my Star Wars guys? This is a Dynamite magazine for us old school people. Scholastic, I didn't even remember that Scholastic was around this long ago. In 1980, this was a little magazine sold at the book fairs and such. Featured the first look at Empire Strikes Back, and then a bunch of other cool stuff. Someone saved it all this time. That's 44 years. $20 for this. It presents good, but it has some dings on the spine, but it's not as beat up as you would think it would be. $12 if you need Dynamite magazine. Dynamite number 76 from 1980. $12 if you want to see what they thought people were interested in before the Empire Strikes came out. Next up,
Lightning round.
It's lightning round time. It's $1, $2, and $3 books. We have $1, $2, and $3 bins in the stores. We're begging you to come check those out. We're going to go through some books very quickly. This is overstock, stuff that's in lower grade, stuff I don't know what to do with. And what do you got first there, Cindy?
We've got dollar books. We only have 2.
Only $2 books, but here's the first one. Just some random issue of Tales of the Teen Titans.
Number 84.
Number 84. Who knows what year it is, but it's only $1. Next up.
Number 20 of Silver Sable.
Number 20 of Silver Sable, in which she has 2 guns and then 2 automatic weapons also. $1. Next up.
Now to the $3 books.
Wow, we're just going to skip right over the $2 books.
There are none tonight.
No $2 books
no
tonight.
Thursdays, no $2 books.
Yeah, there you go. Thor and $2 books go both off the cliff.
Number 17.
Number 17.
The appearance of Samuel Jackson.
Well, that's the new Mr. Miracle, I believe.
Wow.
Number 17 of Mr. Miracle, only $3. This is wow. Looks like a haunted house. Also, yikes. Mr. Miracle original classic Kirby stuff, only $3. Next up.
Ghost number 32.
Oh, looks like it's spooky. Ghosts, if you believe in them, they will come. True tales of the weird and supernatural, $3. And not out. Next up.
Here's another ghost. It's 264 of
Superman. We have a theme. Number 264, is that right?
Yes.
A spectacular Nick Cardy cover here. The ghost of football players past. The secret of the phantom quarterback. Looks like he might have a little kryptonite punch there. 1973, only $3. Wow, nice. Next up.
Ooh, your $3 book saved us. This is a Thursday book.
Oh my gosh, there is one. It's the Shining Light. It's Thor versus Ulik. You have to see it has an exclamation at the end of it, Cindy. You have to say.
Oh, yeah.
There, you're getting better. Requiem for the Wrecker. $3 for issue 421 of The Mighty Thor. Next up.
Issue 3 of the Dirty Pair Sim Hell.
Issue 3, Dirty Pair Sim Hell. Just a random issue. Who is that? Is that Adam Warren? Am I remembering that correctly?
Who did the drawings?
Yeah, did the drawings.
I want to say you are correct on that.
Well, thank you.
I don't see his name.
All right. So we've put some random anime manga books in the show before, and somebody had some good luck with those. So I thought I'd dip my toe back in there. Next up.
X Factor number 12 with Boom Boom.
Boom Boom. Boom Boom. X Factor number 12. Just a random issue. I think it's a nice grade too. It's just sometimes we just open a box of stuff that we bought. And there's just a random book in there. So $3. Start your X Factor collection today. Next up.
Sandman number 2.
Oh, more Kirby greatness.
Yes.
This one, we had Mr. Miracle earlier, and now more horrible dreams. Boy, Kirby is, he must not have slept a lot because he had a lot of that on his mind.
What imagination?
What number is that, Cindy?
That's number 2.
Number 2. All right. Sandman, number 2 by Kirby. $3 from 1975. Next up,
Freedom Fighters number 4.
Freedom Fighters number 4. This is an Ernie Chan cover. I remember this was one of the first books I looked forward to every month or every other month whenever it came out. I remember driving my bicycle up to the 7-Eleven. Oh, I hope the new issue of the Freedom Fighters is out. Oh, that was my jam. That and X-Men. I don't even know why, because I was 12.
You're so anti-cycle.
Yeah, I just wanted to see Cyclops get punched every month. Well, actually, Cyclops was not too bad then. It wasn't until about issue 140 or 150 whenever he became his true colors became shown. Freedom Fighters, $3. Next up,
Dirty Pair Risky Business number 2.
Oh yeah, there we go. More Dirty Pair all the time. $3 for some Dirty Pair. Next up,
Man Thing number 4.
all right, if whatever knows fear burns at the touch of the Man Thing, featuring Mordo. Wow, that's crazy. And some Doctor Strange thrown in on the side. Issue number 4 from this series. Did I write a year on there? That's got to be 78 or 79, right? Up at the upper left by the Man
Did
Thing.
not, but it does say 1980.
1980, that makes sense. $3. Next up,
Death of Superman, issue 160.
or Death
I mean,
of Spider-Man, yeah.
Or Superman.
$3 for this issue 160 of Ultimate Spider-Man number 160. Ultimate Spider-Man number 160, $3. Next up,
Peter Parker Spectacular number 38.
number 38 featuring Morbius and some lightning, evidently. $3 for this issue of Spectacular Spider-Man. This book was highly sought after 3 years ago until they crushed any hope of enjoying a Morbius movie. Next up,
Star Trek Discovery number 1.
ooh, well, we have to whisper when we talk about.
You got to sound kind of angry.
We gotta whisper when we talk about Discovery.
There you go.
Ooh, this is Adventures in the 32nd Century. $3. I'm trying to sell it for $3. Number 1. Next up,
The Witcher number 1.
The Witcher. The Ballad of Two. Now he's going. Where is that thing? I gotta look at that. The Witcher, The Ballad of Two Wolves. Cindy's all about The Witcher. I don't think you've ever played the game, but you
No,
watched.
I read the books and I watched the television show. I mean, the movie, the show that they had on Netflix, I think.
Yeah, this is issue 1, cover B or something like that, right?
Yeah.
$3 for that.
Yep.
Next
I will
up,
be watching under protest the Thor's brother version just to see if it comes out.
Baby Thor.
Yeah, Baby Thor. Gen 13 number 3.
Number 3, is that Michael Turner cover on that too?
Looks like it.
All right.
Oh, Campbell.
Is it Campbell? Oh, they're so close for a few years. All right, $3 from that also.
Kazar number 10.
Kazar from Motorola. This is issue number 10 from the mid-1970s. Who does that? That's a Gil Kane cover, isn't it? With Zabu and some kind of Great Mangani there. The Kazar number 10, $3. Next up,
Warrior Nun number 2.
Warrior Nun number 2, $3. Next up,
Number 298, Superman and Batman.
World's Finest, $2.98. Is that more Gil Kane covers? Look like it. $2.98. Nice cover on that. Solid copy too. All new Excitement, as opposed to old Excitement, I guess. Next up,
Got a Witcher, number 1.
another Witcher. Which Witcher is this? This is the Witcher that says Ballad of the Two Wolves. $3. I think this is cover. I think this is the same book as earlier.
It is the same book, it's just a different cover.
Yeah, I think this is cover C on that. Next up,
Final Lightning Round book.
All
Doom
right.
Patrol number 170, or at 122.
122. This is a reprint of an earlier issue. Doom Patrol was in reprints for a while, just like X-Men was for a few years. Well, this is what was the name of this guy? Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man, or something like that.
Yeah, AVM.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Menace. Yes.
Villains in 1.
And then they used him a little bit in the live-action show, I believe. $3. Next up, The Invincible Iron Man, Hour of the Golden Doom. Oh, wow, look at that. This is a very sharp VF copy, newsstand edition from 1978. I guess most of them were at that time. 107, $13 in store, $10 if you claim it here. Next up. Oh, it's Western Tales. I'm so excited about that Western comic collection I bought. I cannot wait to start going through it. There was some Marvel Western comics from the 50s. There was ME Enterprises, which all have Frazetta art in them. Oh, I'm so excited, but I've been so busy, I haven't been able to look at them. Weird Western Tales, number 12 from 1972. This is a solid VG copy, $30. And so, wow, these are hard to find, I guess. They were bigger size. And who is that also? Is that El Diablo in there? $24 if you need this for your collection. Jonah Hex well, yeah, it's a. What issue was the first Jonah Hex? Number 11 or 10? I can't remember off the top. Yeah, Vita Meta Vegeman, right out of the I Love Lucy show. Next up, Action Comics. Oh, yes. It's been several years, but we've had this book before. This is fantastic. This is the Juvenile Delinquents from Alpha Centauri. Issue 315 of Action Comics from 1964 sports Superman running up on the juvenile delinquents, because we all know that comics and juvenile delinquency goes right there together. This is a VG minus copy on there. I'm surprised they're not trying to break Lex Luthor out of a sale. $20 is what we would generally put on this book in the store, but hey, you know, Ty likes his books, and we're trying to build out his collection for him. $6, Action Comics number 315. A Western Sergeant Fury and the Howling Deputies? That could be. I like that. $6 for Action Comics 315 as Ty scrambles for his want list to see if he needs that one. Claim, you're working backwards into the show. Claim Spectacular Spider-Man 38. It's Morbin time. Yes. Hey, thank you, Ty. All right. Hopefully, Ty, I talked to the guys at the Mockingbird store. You have a big stack of stuff waiting for you. And next time you pick up your books, insist that they find your stuff, because I apologize for that. Next up. Oh, more foil. This one is the Free Comic Book Day from 2022. This was the Dark Crisis Free Comic Book Day event special situation. It's moved past 2022 far enough where we're getting collections back in, so we can actually take these in as back issues now. $25 is what we originally sold them for in store, but $15 if you were the kind of person who just waits until it comes down, because here we are. You were smart. You did it. Congratulations. $15 for this foil. Where's Mr. Witherington? We need him in here. We've got to sell him some foil variants. $15 for Free Comic Book Day 2022 Dark Crisis foil variant. Oh, thank you, Ty. I appreciate that. There are a lot of word salad titles today. You are absolutely 100% true about that. I'm feeling my age. It used to be I could just rattle these things off, but now I can. My tongue gets tangled around my eye teeth and I can't see what I'm saying. Next up, Creatures on the Loose. Gil Kane doing. Does anybody know, was Gulliver Jones an original title from Gil Kane, or was this something that he adapted from someplace else? This is a cool book in that it has this all-new Gil Kane story at the beginning, and then a Kirby monster story in the middle of it, and then I believe it's a Don Heck story at the end, which is very nice. Slayers of the Spider Swarm. Wow, so it's a Spider-Man crossover? Is that what I'm getting? A VG copy of this from 1972 will set you back $6. Claim Creatures on the Loose, or just claim Creatures 17, and we'll get it sorted out for you. Yeah, that's right, exactly. Next up. Oh, yes. This is not part of the books that I bought, but I thought we'd get it, since I'm not ready to show any of those books yet. We'll get your appetite whetted for some Western comics that we're going to be peppering into the shows in the future. This Wagon Train from 1964 is issue number 3. I don't know. Cindy, did you ever watch Wagon Train?
I did not.
You know, I was a little bit later in that. I know that my grandparents loved them some Gunsmoke on Sunday night.
Yeah, Gunsmoke I watched with my grandmother.
Yeah, but I was mostly Big Valley and what was the other one? There was another big one that we watched all the time. Pablo would know because he probably watched the same ones. This wagon train. Yeah, what is the one with Clint Eastwood?
Ratty Yates.
Rawhide?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if I would watch any. I knew about it though. Wagon Train, number 3 from 1964, $6. It'd be a great gift for somebody who's into westerns. Look at that. Next up.
$3 book, but
Yeah,
it's a 1 in 25.
it's a 1 in 25. Can you sort out the title for me on that, Cindy?
Sure. It is Dark Crisis Warzone #1.
Dark Crisis Warzone number 1 with just a big old honkin' heaping helping of superheroes there. This 1 in 25 Jergens variant cover, only $3 for this 1 in 25 ratio variant. Wow, that means I had about 25 copies, and we had it at $15. Now 3. Oh, the Virginian. I don't think I ever watched that. Wagon Train is just Star Trek in the past. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I don't know how long you've been in the show, Chris, but I was talking about the 200 book Western book collection I bought from a nice 89-year-old gentleman this weekend, and it has just about all the Lone Rangers in it, and all the Singing Cowboys, and a whole bunch of Marvel Western books. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of fun. None of them are crazy expensive, but they're a lot of fun. The Shakiest Gun in the West, is that really a Western? I guess so.
It is. Like the Apple Dumpling Game.
The Apple Dumpling. It was the same cast and crew in both those movies,
Pretty
right?
much.
Next up, was that both of them Tim Conway and Barney Fife? I can't remember.
Yeah, Barney Fife was in it. Was it Ghost and Miss? What was the one that he was in where he was the ghost?
Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
Yeah, Mr. Chicken.
The Avengers, felled by the Gray Gargoyle. Just a spectacular copy of Avengers number 191 from 1980. This was... I always was stressed out by this cover because I'm like, well, I get how Iron Man is going to survive this because it's just his armor is made of stone. But who's that helping him out? Is that Daredevil? How's Daredevil going to come back from this? And then how come whenever the Gray Gargoyle smacked the Vision there, the Vision didn't turn into stone? Well, I guess... robot, I guess. That's the answer to everything. I guess we're going to have to ask ELO whenever things turn to stone. Avengers 191 from 1980, $8. Claim Avengers 191 for $8. Yeah, it was the Apple Dumpling Game was a Disney movie. Yeah. Let's see. The Rifleman. Oh, I did watch a lot of Lucas Rifleman. And what was the other one? Branded? I watched it with that.
Branded.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Chuck Connors liked it. And Bonanza and Ponderosa, whichever.
Oh yeah, we had a Weird Western Tales earlier in the show. Oh, that's how he escapes. He goes wild, of course. Well, I should have seen that coming. Next up. All right, the original Motorcycle Ghost Rider run, issue number 21. From 1976, I think this was the time period when they didn't have anything for Kirby to do, but he was new to the scene, about to create all that cool Eternals and Black Panther stuff, and so they gave him a bunch of covers to do, if I'm not mistaken, or at least he might have sketched that out. Surely that's a Kirby cover, right? It sure does look like it. $6 for this issue of Ghost Rider. A VG, it's been well read, but it presents great. It'd be awesome in your collection.
Oh, yeah, there's Buzzsaw Hands.
Yeah, Buzzsaw Hands. I don't know how he goes to the restroom, but it's just
Buzzsaw's just got bigger and bigger.
He probably just goes into the public pool. Oh, and the eel. Well, that explains that. $6. Next up. F Troop. They couldn't even play F Troop in reruns anymore, can they?
That was a funny show.
The Prince Namor, the Submariner, or Submariner, if you like. This book, even in this low grade, is pretty expensive. I didn't know there were so many Stingray fans. I mean, I really love that costume. It's one of my favorite. That and the Jack of Hearts costume. I guess because I was probably 13 or 14 at the time when it came out. But I love that costume. I love Stingray. I don't even know why. Is he even still around? Do they even use him at all? This is just a good copy, low grade, from 1969, issue 19 of the Submariner. $8 if you claim it, $15 if it gets out to the store. Gulliver Jones was a character novel before John Carter. Oh, okay. Yes, Ty. It is Submariner. You're exactly right. Yeah, that's interesting. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks for the contest. See, if you have context, if you want to keep me on the straight and narrow, just jump into the comments. Lay it on me. Next up, Cindy. More foil. I know this has like 15 pages of title on it. It's very shiny. We need to pull it out of the bag and read the title off for me.
It says
Tenfold is the artist.
the artist.
Yeah, this is a 1 in 25 ratio variant. It's issue number 1 of. I think it's on the. Was it not on
No,
the?
it's not. It's not on the back of that. Hang on. It is Dark Crisis, the Dark Army.
Number 1.
Is it number 1?
Yeah.
There you go.
Dark Crisis, the Dark Army, number 1.
Another shiny cover.
Shiny. Ooh. A 1 in 25 ratio variant. DC got smart after doing these variant covers, and now they make them open order, and they sell a lot more of them. But making these early ones ratio variants just limited the number of people that could explore the foil variant, and I'm sad about that. All right. How much did I say that?
It is $10. $10.
$10 for that. You had a thing. Jesus had an unnamed cameo in an early Ghost Rider. Oh, I think that I have read something about that. How they were going to. There was a big deal about that. Well, I have to remember that. But the editors put a big kibosh on that end of that storyline. I remember the article I read about. Next up, Swamp Thing. Just an amazing rights and cover on this. This is presents fantastic, beautiful colors on it. Technically, we're going to grade it at like a 5.5, somewhere around in there. From 1973, though, it just makes it affordable. It's just put this in your collection. You'll be happy. $9. Claim Swamp Thing number 5 for $9. $15 if it gets out to the store. No, not that. Not Jesus from Keys Comics, Pablo. God, where was that storyline? Next up, Cindy. All right, this is always happy to get this book in collections. A Tank Girl from 1995. This is the movie adaptation, I believe. Yes, adaptation of the new film, or they're calling it the hit film. I think that's wishful thinking. From 1995, this Tank Girl movie adaptation, $20 in store, $15 if you claim it here. Claim Tank Girl movie adaptation. The Friend. Okay, there you go. So Ghost Rider number 9. We got to dig that one up. You saw the Swamp Thing movie in the theater? Yeah, which Swamp Thing? The one with Adrienne Barbeau in it, or was there a different one that I'm not remembering? Because the Cindy liked the new Swamp Thing movie or series show.
Yeah.
What was that on?
What was that on?
The Food Network or Home and Family? I forget where it was on.
Yeah.
I watched it. It was not for me. All right. Yeah. Next up. More movie adaptations. This one of Batman, the Mask of the Phantasm, from 1994. This very nice VF copy of this. $15 in store, $10 if you claim it here. Watch out! Batman's throwing one of those bat ninja stars at you. All right. What the? Oh, Heather Locklear was in the sequel. I didn't remember that.
What, the Swamp Thing?
That makes sense, though.
Instead of Adrienne Barbeau?
Yeah. Well, Adrienne Barbeau was in the first
First
one.
one.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Heather Locklear. All right. Which show was she on? Melrose Place or 90210? I didn't watch either. Or was it some other?
She was on a poster design.
Oh, is that right? All right. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, movie adaptation, $10. Claim Batman Phantasm, $10. Next up. More Submariner. But this, a minor key, because doesn't everybody need a first appearance of Orca? Yeah, okay, sure. From issue 23, The Human Killer Whale. All right. From 1970, $25 for this solid, fine copy, or $18 if you claim it. Submariner 23 here. She was in T.J. Hooker. Oh, she wasn't in.
That's right.
She wasn't in one of those shows. I can't believe that. All right. You know what? I never saw an episode of T.J. Hooker at all. I think.
Oh, I watched it because it was William Shatner.
Oh yeah. When did that show
Kind
come
of
on?
instantly regretted it,
I might
but
have been
you had to
working too
watch
much.
it anyway.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't watch that. That's on the same time as like Dukes of Hazzard and what are those other shows, right? Oh, she was on Dynasty. Okay. More like Dorca. All right, that's fair, but he needs better PR people, that's for sure. $18, Submariner number 23. Next up, G.I. Joe number 34 from 1985. A sensational VF copy of this. These things have been moving very quickly in our stores recently because of the new G.I. Joes and Transformer books from the new Energon universe from Image and Kirkman. It also allows us to play an old-time game. We're going to go into the bag of tricks way back in time when we used to play which one of these Joes is not real. Our choices are Quick Kick, Home Fries, or Sneak Peek. Which one of those is a made-up Joe name? And just let us know in the comments. Heather Thomas and the Fall Guy with Lee Majors. Oh, okay, very good. All right, G.I. Joe. Which one of those is a fake G.I. Joe name? Two of them are indeed real. Quick Kick, Home Fries, or Sneak Peek. Let us know. $15 though for this Joe, number 34. Next up, the Shadow Doctor, the Comics Pro variant of the Shadow Doctor. Is that Dillinger or Capone? That's Capone, isn't it? Or Escapone, or Marcia Capone. From 2021 Comics Pro meeting, where I had to go fly to Portland, Oregon. They gave us this limited edition. Usually they limit these editions they hand out at these shows to the number of attendees, and that's roughly about 100, 125. So $15 for the Shadow Doctor #1 Comics Pro variant. All right, let's see. Wireless charger. I'm going to use that in a future show. That's for sure. Oh, really? Oh, I did not know that. All right, well, we have one or two guesses here. Put the G.I. Joe back up there, Cindy. Oh. G.I. Joe. All right, someone did guess it correctly. Home Fries is the made-up one. There is indeed a Sneak Peek and a Quick Kick G.I. Joe. Nice. G.I. Joe 34 is still $15. Next up, three-prong plug. Half the Angelettas had got it right, too. Quick Kick was a karate specialist. That's right. All right, Young Justice #5, the first appearance of that Jenny, I forget her name. Somebody help me out here.
Bring your iPad so I can start this.
Right, it's on the back of that book. Write it on there.
On the back of this?
Yeah.
Jenny Hex.
Jenny Hex. Golly, I don't even know I could remember that. First appearance of Jenny Hex. This was a really expensive book for about 12 seconds. Now, beautiful VF copy of this. I'll set you back only $6. First appearance in Young Justice of Jenny Hex. JINNYHEX. Hex. Jenny Hex. First appearance. $6 in Young Justice. Next up.
Here we go. We got some war stories with dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah. Star Spangled War Stories, number 104 from 1962. This is a really nice VG Plus copy. Beautiful colors on that. This is a whole time period. What did this... Jerry, can you help me out on here? Was it like 2 years where dinosaurs were in charge of everything in the DC universe? There were dinosaur covers on the Star Spangled War Stories, on Tomahawk, just all over the place. Why was there dinosaurs in Tomahawk of all things, and on these war story books? Is it because Turok the Dinosaur Hunter was doing so well? Was this the same time period? This is 1962. Is it Godzilla? Is that what's doing that, or was it? This is years before most of the monsters that came out later. I don't even know. I don't even know why they were so popular, but they were. Let's see what's going on.
We just need to edit their stories.
Yes. Dinos did rule the world for a good long time. All right, we got recycle bin. Well, I can't use any of them that you put on here.
Secret message you.
Surely Flatiron is an actual Joe. All right. Thank you, Pablo. Star Spangled War Stories 104 featuring dinosaurs. Next up.
Looks like more dinosaurs here.
Howard.
Actually, it's iguanas.
Oh, the iguanas. Is that Gene Colan doing the artwork? Yeah. Issue 17, a spectacular VF copy of this. Number 17 from 1977. $12 in store, $9 if you get your Howard the Duck on. I think he saves the Marvel Universe at one point. 1200 baud modem. In 1986, that would have been a dream. That would have been the futuristic. Next up, Cindy. More foil variants. This is the Stegman variant of Vanish. Number 4 from 2023. Beautiful VF Plus copy of this. $20 is what we were wanting in the store. Where's my foil guys? Am I going to have to bring in Richard Withington on this? $6 for this Vanish number 4 foil variant. Dinosaurs are cool. We knew that all the way back in 62 when you bought that off the newsstand. Ha ha, nice. War Games. Surely that's a Joe. Next up. Transformers. And see this, we're getting a 2 for tonight. The Robot Master number 15 from 1986. Only $6. A fine plus copy. And we get to play our second favorite game. Well, actually, this is our third favorite game. The first favorite game of Keith is it Symbiote or Bad Fashion Choice. Then we have Is It a Joe? And now is it Transbots? Is it a Joe? We figured out. And Transformers. One of these is not a real Transformer. Is it Spitshine, Blastoff, or Ramjet? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And then you can claim this Transformers number 15 for only $6. Claim Transformers for $6. Oh, yes. Dabney Coleman has gone to the great beyond. That's right. Yeah, just a couple days ago. All right, next up. Yeah, he is does not have to work 9 to 5 anymore. All right, Time Before Time, high concept image comic from a couple of years ago. This is the Walita. I think that's how
it looks like. It's very small.
1 in 25 ratio variant cover on this. Yeah, well, that's I need to write better. This high concept is this guy wants to quit working in the mob. They have time machines, and so it's a cross time caper as they don't want him to quit. $6 for this Time Before Time, number 1 variant cover. $6. Hal 9,000. Yeah. All right. Next up, Cindy.
Oh, did anybody guess it?
Oh, we had a one guess so far, but that's why we went to the next book so far.
All right, well, I'll just keep it up there for a little bit.
Another beautiful Avengers, number 266, with the fallout from Secret Wars 2. Mostly the fallout is that was not a great story. Issue 266 from 1986, really beautiful. Look at the reds on that. What? Silver Surfer hanging out in the Avengers? Yes, please. $6 for Avengers 266 from 1986.
And that was 3.
3, all right.
2.
It does sound like Looper. That's the movie I was thinking of, Garrett. 2. This is X-Force number 2, the second full appearance of Deadpool from 1991. The beautiful VF copy in which something that doesn't happen again for a long time. Deadpool getting smacketh upon the face and dropped to the ground. $10 in store, $8 if you claim it here. $8.
Before he became Ryan Reynolds.
That's right, way before. He was just a random merc for a good long time, and it wasn't until I want to say Joe Casey. Guys, somebody help me out here. Made him a smart wisecracker dude, and then they retconned all that stuff. X-Force number 2, $8. I want to see Looper. It finally came on to one of the services that we subscribe to, and I've always wanted to see that movie. I want to see that. That is one of my favorite games, swiping your credit cards, for sure.
Oh, Looper.
Yeah, we want to see that. What back when Bruce Willis could remember his lines, unfortunately. Pour one out for my homie's brains. Next up,
Final book for tonight with Mr. Fix-It and Patch.
Mr. Fix-It and Patch from 1988. Wolverine number 7. Nice, solid, fine copy. Wow, Patch, I think, is going to be in the new Deadpool movie. And speaking of the new Deadpool movie, watch the emails, not this week, but probably next week. Our Deadpool movie night is locked in. It's that Thursday that it opens up, July, I want to say 25th or something like that. Tickets will be going on sale soon. And, wow, we're going to have a great time going to go see Deadpool movie at the Studio Movie Grill on Spring Valley. So it'll be like the Thursday night before it officially opens, quote unquote opens on Friday. But for now, Wolverine number 7, $6 for this cool issue. And there we go, another show in the fold. Oh, I don't know why that didn't do that. Something was wrong on my end. I didn't even notice. Thanks a lot, everyone, for coming by and seeing us. And if you're watching in the future, hello, future. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, there you go. Funny began to break the fourth wall. He was just another. Yes, that's right. He was just another random X character for sure. Interchangeable with any number of spare C-list X guys. All right. Cindy's been with me here as always. Kaylin's been helping us out, and Alex has been working steadily over there. And for Keith's Comics, I am Keith, and if I don't see you in the stores, it's premature flamination, Ricky. Premature flamination does not count. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith, and if I don't see you in the stores, I'll see you next time. Well. Looks like everybody's come home to roost, and we appreciate it so much. Cindy, you got one more, right?
I do.
All right, well, back away from the craft services table. We'll get back to those shrimp and lobster rolls a little bit later. What do you got there? Oh, really beautiful copy of Iron Man. Nice. Versus Ultimo. Evidently, Ultimo lives. And evidently, I guess, was... what is that? Sunfire, was he like a permanent guest star in that book all through the 70s? I guess so. Iron Man number 70 from 1974, a really special VF cover. Yeah, that's right. We got a great deal on this red and yellow. Everybody's red and yellow from now on. $18 for Invincible Iron Man number 70 from 1974. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone, for Keith's Comics. I will see you next time.